Ratt with Slip of the Lip. This is a CVT Guitar Lesson for Alan. Yes, I know Alan. He's the metal dude. He missed a generation or two, but Alan, dude, great stuff. Warren DeMartini, one of the greats of the 80s, man, without a doubt. Let's jump in. This is tuned flat. Now, I got 5 pages of tabs. I don't have a guitar set up with a floating tremolo in flat tuning, and there are a few parts where Warren uses the whammy bar. I'll explain what to do when we get there. Alright, mainly, you got 3 solid rhythms, the solo, and then some secondary rhythm stuff, but starting with the D, open A and D, 2G and 3B, you're going to strum those 4. Into A, open A, 2nd fret, D, G, and B. I would bar those. So we have 3rd fret, low E string, pull off to open, and then open B and E string as that's ringing. Okay, so then G major, this is a way that a lot of rock players will do it. 3E, muted A, and then 3B, and you'll hit everything. The A string will be muted and the high E. Strum those into the A chord. So back to the 3rd fret, low E, pull off to open, to the open E and B. So you have like the same ending. You know, you got D, A, pull off, G, A, pull off. Think of it kind of like that. Okay, you'll go 4 times. The 3rd time, the D and the A is played quicker. So let me play the 2nd time leading into the 3rd time. Here's what I mean by that. You'll hear that in there. It's only on that 3rd one. Then verse comes in at 22 seconds. This is section 2. It's that same rock G I told you about. And if you listen close, you'll hear some string muting. Warren will go. So after you strum the G, we're just going to mute all the strings. Down, 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 up. Followed by a quick down on the A chord. Open A, 2, and G. So it's... You do it twice. 3E vibrato. And then an E5 power chord. It's open E, 2A. And then open B and E. I've always liked that sound, you know, with the... You get the deep end and the high end going on there. And then some string mutes. This isn't critical. I would hate for you to struggle just because of this. Doing the... It's such a little thing, but if you can, upstroke basically the last 4 strings and move up to 5A, 7D, and then 7-9 vibrato. So, you can even make that a subgroup, right? Reminds me of Running with the Devil a little bit. But don't let those string mutes throw you. And Robin, you know, I know he's not doing the, you know, but Warren is doing the muting there. And if you listen close, it is in there. Okay? And then to finish that, so you'll go, it's a triplet, down, up, down, open E, 2E, 3E, but it's the rock G. I'm not hearing the 3B in there, I'm hearing it as the open, so it's... Alright, so... 2 D, G, and B vibrato. Hit it again, quick rest. Hit it again, followed by 3 opens. Okay? So... E5 power chord, open E, 2A, whammy bar vibrato. So if you were doing, say, like a manual vibrato, like a... You want to copy that with the whammy bar. They're not dive bombs, they're just staying up close to where the natural resting place is for the whammy. And in the big picture, you don't even have to, you know, worry about that. But that's in there. And then the open EB, so it's... Alright, That is played 2 times. Alright, so you'll go, then that's the, that whole thing. And then the third rhythm, section 3, 42 seconds in, 3A, 5D and G. You can decide whether you want to use 2 fingers on that, or to bar it with this, or bar it with this. Doesn't matter. But here's what happens. So you'll strum, and then palm mute the root, which is 3A, down, up. Do that 4 times. Actually, and hit the 5 on the B as well. So you have same thing over a D major, because that's a C major there. Move it up 2 frets or a whole step, do the same thing. And then you're back to a series of repeats till the solo kicks in at 1:42, and oh, what a sweet solo it is. 14G, 15B. I like the 3rd and 4th finger for this. I can support the bend coming off the G string with these 2 fingers. So I've got 3 fingers down. Hit them both, bend the G string a whole step. Once you're there, whammy bar, wump, 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 3 times. 1, 2, 3, and then do the bend again. Rest, and then hold, release, pull off to 12. Let's see. $14D, 12B, 12G. Use the index on the 12s. In reality, that's down, up, down. 14, 12 on the D, you're going to pull off. And then 14, 14, AD, down, up, vibrato. Kind of use that 3rd finger as like a bar, you know. Slow. Okay, and then 1:47 in, we're going to go 10A. And I would go up, down. You're going to go 10, 12, pull off to 10, slide to 9. You'll go. Slide to 9. And then 10, hammer 12, slide 14, vibrato. So it's... And experiment again with fingering. You may want to go... You may want to go 2nd and 4th finger there. You know, that's fine. Oops. Alright. 1:49. 12, hammer 14D. 12G, 14D, vibrato. So there's fast, little pentatonic runs. Down, hammer, up, down. Top of page 3. 15th fret on the G string. Now it's a half step bend. Hold, do it again, release it, pull off to 12. So it's 14 DG, 14, 12 DG, 14D, down, up, down, up, down. Use the 3rd finger as a shift. So you have he's just quick. From there, 12th fret G and B. It's in there quick. 15B vibrato. And I mean heavy vibrato. 12E up, 15B down, pull off to 12. And then 15, 12, GB. Then go 15 GB. So pull off to 12. Let's try it up to there. And then 15, 12 GB. Some cool riffs within riffs here, Alan. That's what I like. And then 15G, pull off to 14 and 12 to 14D. 14G, pull off to 12. 14, 12 DG vibrato. So if you get stuck on picking, make sure you look at the tabs, man, because that could be the difference sometimes. Minute 57 in, we're gonna go 12A. Pull off to 10 and 9. So, and then 12D, slide to 14, 12G. So, okay, from there, alternate pick, 12, 14D, and then 14, 12AD. Use that third as like a shift, or like a bar again. 14A, slide to 12, pull to 10. 12, pull 10 on the A, 12, 10 EA. And then 12A, slide to 14. Let's play those 6 notes. A little slower. And then 12, 14D, 12G, and then 14D and G, and then 14D, 12G. So it's hammer 14, pull 12. So let's try that whole line there. And then 14, 14 DG, 14, 12 DG. That gives you this again. 12, 14 DA. So and then 12G, 14D twice, vibrato. 12G, you're gonna pick and bend it, but there's parentheses around that. When you get there, that's the downbeat of the next section, which is section 4. And I went ahead and wrote this because I could have kind of played around with section 3, which it's very similar to, but it just would have been too confusing. It needed to be written out. 3A, and then 5th fret D and G. You'll kind of remember this. Strum and then palm mute the root, the 3rd fret A, palm mute down up, and you do it 8 times instead of 4 times now. So it's same thing, a whole step higher. Remember, we were just doing 4 times each last time. This one is 7, and I have a feeling a lot of people would be thinking 8, but he does something here that I'm pretty sure is being missed by some people. Right there. So you'll go 7 times and then palm mute the open in the 2nd fret of the A string down up. That walks you back up to the C chord. If you have to, work on that because it's a triplet over here, right? Down, up, down. Once you get there, palm mute the 3rd fret, down, up, and do it 5 times on that. So it's 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is tough to hear too. He switches to 3, 4, 5, A, D, and G. So in other words, it's the same thing but a 3, 4, 5. Back to 3, 5, 5 2 times. So I want to do that part slow so you can see what I'm talking about. Coming from the open 2 off the A string. 5, 7, 7. We're back up a whole step. 4 times. I love this chord. This is actually a jazz chord. It's a D here. That's not the jazz one. And then he switches to a D with a B bass. Basically, keep the bar on the 7th fret D, G, and B, and put your middle finger, or if you're using your pinky here, you'll have to use your 3rd finger there, it doesn't matter. But 7E, muted A, you're naturally going to mute that, you'll see. Chances are you will. If not, make sure it's muted. And then your bar, 7, D, G, and B. And do the same thing 4 times. So you have Okay, that puts us into top of page 4. And then there's some filler solos that I need to show you, and that's it. So, but there's several of them. 2 minutes 22 seconds in, it's just a 9G vibrato. 2:28 in, we'll go, follow your picking in your tabs, 9/7 DG, 9 pull 7 D, and then 9 GDG. Use it as a shift, and then vibrato. So, oops. Like, he'll hit notes in there super quick.